Together Housing is fundamentally a people-focused business, both in terms of our residents and of course our staff, who work together to provide fantastic services. We also love our data and appreciate the important role it can play in helping us to deliver those excellent services. Over the years, we've made great strides to improve the quality of our data, and this has enabled us to make data-driven decisions and to make the services more efficient, targeted, personalised and proactive. One exciting project that combines our people-focused approach with utilising our data is a tenancy prediction model. This model allows us to proactively target resources, offer support to residents and prevent tenancy failures. The big learning has come from looking at common themes of struggling tenancies and potentially changing how we operate as a business. Here's Jeanette Pearce, Director of Customer Services, to explain more.
In the last couple of years, since the prediction analysis has been in place, it's been really important that actually we get to know our customers, so every contact counts. Our saving on getting this right in the first 2 years was £2.3 million, where tenancies didn't fail, we succeeded, and we managed to put an intervention, a targeted intervention, in to support that customer. Every contact absolutely counts, and it's really important when you meet a customer, if you work on the front line, that you make sure that rich information is put on our system so that our data gets even better, so we can target the right interventions at the right time. This supports great customer satisfaction, it also supports tenancy sustainment, it also makes us the best landlord we can be.
The main objective of the project is to develop a predictive model that identifies tenancy at risk of termination, allowing the company to take preventive measures, reduce turnover, improve retention and minimize associated costs. The development process began with the realization that tenancy durations followed a known statistical distribution. This insight suggested that while exact duration could not be predicted directly, the overall uncertainty regarding this duration could be quantified. To use a metaphor, while it might be impossible to predict with certainty that it will rain at precisely 3 p.m. tomorrow, we can estimate that there is 70% chance of rain, for example. Similarly, although we can't pinpoint exact tenancy duration, we can model and predict the probability of certain outcomes with a well-defined degree of certainty. In the development of our model, neural network played a crucial role by learning from large data sets to identify patterns and make predictions about tenancy terminations. Their ability to handle complex nonlinear relationships in the data allowed us to achieve high levels of accuracy and flexibility in predicted tenancy outcomes.
A neural network is a machine learning model inspired by the structure and function of the human brain. It consists of layers of interconnected nodes, or neurons, that process and learn from data. Like the human brain, neural networks are highly flexible and versatile, capable of learning complex patterns and making accurate predictions. However, neural networks are often described as black boxes, because despite their effectiveness, it can be challenging to understand how they arrive at their conclusions. The inner workings of a neural network, how it processes and integrates information, are not always transparent, making it difficult to pinpoint exactly where or how specific knowledge is stored or applied.
Housing data was collected from internal databases, including detailed information on each tenancy, the primary resident, including payment history, the property and the household. The data was then filtered, cleaned and encoded for subsequent analysis using a custom statistical method based on neural networks.
Imagine a peculiar game of football, where there's only one team and one goal. At first, the team is hopelessly inexperienced, aimlessly kicking the ball in random directions, often missing the goal by a wide margin. However, the team has a significant advantage: unlimited time to train and inexhaustible stamina. With each clumsy attempt, the crowd's reactions, groans of frustration, or cheers of encouragement serve as valuable feedback, guiding the team to improve incrementally. Over time, they learn to move the ball closer and closer to the goal, finally scoring as the crowd erupts in cheers. In this analogy, the team symbolises our neural network, with each player acting as a neuron or node, while the goal represents an accurate prediction of tenancy durations. The crowd's reactions represent the network's ability to learn from each predictive attempt, gradually improving its accuracy until it achieves the desired outcome.
The model predicts when a tenancy may terminate and if for preventable reasons. To evaluate the model's accuracy, we time-travelled to the past, forecasting tenancy terminations based on historical data. Once predictions were made, we compared them to the actual outcomes by coming back to the future, the actual present, and assessing whether the predicted terminations occurred as forecasted. The accuracy score is reported as a percentage of correct predictions. It measures how often the model correctly predicted that a tenancy would fail within a year or continue beyond a year. Based on testing with 6-year-old data, the model is 84% accurate. Measuring preventability is 81% accurate.
I absolutely love this project. For me, it's the perfect example of marrying heart and head, academic with the real life, the technical with the human. It's good for colleagues to be aware of this project as it highlights how technologies similar to AI can be applied within our sector. To continue the football analogy a little further, a successful team needs to blend a variety of skills to achieve the desired outcome of scoring a goal and winning a game. A successful team is always more than the sum of its parts. The goal here was to prevent tenancy failure and keep customers in their home. The assembled team included data scientists who experimented with various models and techniques to come up with a predictive model. They were joined in the team with experienced frontline field-based staff who understand our residents as individuals. By combining their skills together, they were able to develop an accurate and robust model. They identified customers who were potentially in danger of losing their homes, but due to personalised interventions and wraparound support, we have kept those residents in their homes and communities. Like all successful teams, we've learned from what has worked well and what hasn't, and continue to improve the model and expand its scope to help more people. It's a real success story and something we're all proud of, and a brilliant example of marrying technical and people skills to make a positive difference to people's lives.